Today we'll talk about ownership. Today we'll talk about 3 success factors for introducing change. Most leadership teams believe that if enough people are involved in the change, if enough alignment meetings happen, if enough stakeholders are included, then the change will be successful. But in reality, when everybody owns the change, nobody truly drives the execution. And this is exactly where organizational change starts collapsing. Let me give you one example. Company launched a major operational transformation. Everything looked well prepared. Strategy workshops, communication plans, leadership alignment meetings. On paper, it looked impressive. But after only a few weeks, momentum slowed down, priorities became unclear, execution started drifting. And suddenly, the board started asking, why isn't this moving faster? Employees started asking even worse questions. Are we actually changing something, or is it just another management presentation? Here's what typically happens in organizations: goals are too vague or too ambitious. Ownership gets distributed across too many people. Accountability gets delegated to leaders without real operational capacity. Discussions increase while decisions decrease. And then everybody becomes involved, but nobody is truly accountable for execution. Now let's look into a real life example. A cross-functional initiative was launched to improve operational efficiency. Everybody supported the idea, at least verbally. Everybody agreed it was important, at least in the meeting, but nobody clearly owned execution. Meetings increased, coordination increased, status updates increased, but decisions and actions didn't. And this is where things usually go wrong. Because organizational change does not fail from lack of intelligence, it fails from lack of structures, ownership, and disciplined execution. If you're interested in practical insights like this, subscribe to the channel. Every week we break down how changes actually work in organizations. And throughout this series, you'll see one system behind everything we discussed. It's called the Delta Change Cube, a simple and effective structure to turn plans into clear decisions, decisions into immediate actions, and actions into effective results. Let's circle back to the example from before. To drive successful change, you need 3 things working together: clarity, ownership, and discipline. These are 3 crucial success factors for driving change. Let's look at clarity. People must understand what must change, why it matters, what success looks like, and who does what. Most organizations underestimate this. They communicate activity instead of communicating direction. Now, ownership. This is where most initiatives collapse. Ownership means one person clearly owns the result, not 10 people, not the team, not leadership collectively. Because shared ownership often means diluted responsibility. And when responsibility becomes unclear, execution becomes political. And third, the discipline. Intentions are useless without disciplined execution. Discipline means translating strategy into decisions, commitments, and actions. Repeat it consistently, even under pressure. Discipline means executing daily. This is where real organizational performance is created. If you want to assess your own initiative, comment scorecard below the video and we'll send you the success factor scorecard. When these 3 success factors are aligned correctly, decisions become faster, accountability becomes visible, leadership teams stop spinning in circles, execution becomes measurable. Instead of endless coordination, you get movement. Instead of confusion, you get direction. Here is one thing you can do immediately. Take one important initiative in your organization and ask, who is the one person clearly accountable for the execution? If the answer is unclear, you already found one of the biggest risks. If you are currently dealing with organizational change and want to improve execution, send me a message or schedule a call. We'll identify where your change initiative is losing momentum. Change does not fail because organizations lack ambition. It fails because clarity is weak, ownership is diluted, discipline disappears under pressure. And once you understand that, everything changes.